session, let us learn how to conduct experiment on broad-crested weir. A weir which is having a wide crest is called as broad-crested weir. This type of weir differs from narrow-crested weirs. If the width of the crest of the weir is greater than or equal to 0.625 h and less than 2.5 h, it is called as narrow crested weir. And suppose if the width of the weir is greater than 2.5 h and less than or equal to 10 times of h, it is called as broad crested weir. There are two types of broad crested weir, namely broad crested weir with a sharp corner at the upstream end and a broad crested weir with the round corner at the upstream end. The CD value of broad crested weir varies from 0.85 to 1. 0.85 to 1. The main aim of the experiment is to determine what is the coefficient of discharge for the broad crested weir, where coefficient of discharge is defined as Q actual divided by Q theoretical. Right. The operators which are required for the conduction of the experiment is the flume which is fitted with the broad crested weir, supply of water, and then we need point gauge which is fitted with the scale, and then measuring tank which is fitted with the piezometer, then we need stopwatch. The procedure for the conduction of the experiment is, first we have to measure what is the length of the broad crested weir, and then by knowing the width and length of the tank we have to calculate what is the area of the measuring tank, and then fix the weir in the flume and allow the water into the flume. Then we have to stop the supply of water in the flume. When the water level in the flume is at the crest of the broad crested weir, we have to note down what is the initial point gauge reading by adjusting the tip of the pointer to touch the free surface of water. Then we have to allow the water to flow over the weir under constant head. Then we have to note down what is the final point gauge reading by adjusting the tip of the point gauge to touch the free surface of water. Then for the same distance we have to collect water in the measuring tank for the known interval of height, and we have to note down what is the time in seconds for which water is collected. Then we have to repeat these steps for the different discharges, and then we have to tabulate the readings, and finally we need to calculate what is the coefficient of discharge. This is observation and calculation part. First we have to measure what is the length of the broad crested weir, and we have to note down that in meters, and then we have to calculate what is the area of the measuring tank by knowing length and width of the measuring tank. Then we have to note down what is the initial point gauge reading, and finally you should convert it into meters. Similarly you have to note down what is the final point gauge reading, and that also you have to convert it to meters at last, and then you have to calculate what is the head over the broad crested weir, that is you have to take the difference of initial reading and final reading and note the head over the broad crested weir in meters. And theoretical discharge is calculated by using the equation Q theoretical is equal to 1.705 L into h to the power of 3 by 2, where L is the length of the broad crested weir and h is the head over the broad crested weir. We will get Q theoretical in terms of meter cube per second. And then for the same discharge we have to collect some amount in the measuring tank for the known height, and note down what is the depth of water which is collected, and also for the depth what is the time for which water is collected. You have to note down what is the time in terms of seconds, and then determine what is Q actual, which is determined by using the equation AH divided by T, where A is the area of the measuring tank and the small h is the depth of water which is collected in the measuring tank. And finally coefficient of discharge can be calculated by using the equation Q actual divided by Q theoretical. This is a tabular column of the experiment. It consists of two parts. If you see, one is point gauge reading and another is measuring tank reading. In point gauge reading, you have to note down what is the initial reading, right? So this is remains same throughout the experiment and only the final readings changes, and then you have to determine what is the Q theoretical, and similarly for the same distance you have to note down what is the depth of water which is collected in the measuring tank, and you have to note down what is the time in seconds, and then determine what is Q actual by using the formula AH divided by T, and then finally CD is calculated by using the formula Q actual divided by Q theoretical. Then tabulate the result, that what is the coefficient of discharge of the broad crested weir from the experiment. Okay, so the CD value of broad crested weir is varies from 0.85 to 1.
This is the experimental setup of broad crusted weir. This is the broad crusted weir which is fitted into the flume. This is point gauge which is fitted with the scale. This is supply pump starter. This is measuring tank which is fitted with the piezometer. First we have to note down what is the length of the broad crusted weir. The length of the broad crusted weir is 10 centimeters. The least count of the point gauge is 0.002 centimeters and area of the measuring tank is 0.15 meter square. Now start supply pump starter and allow water to flow in the flume. Then we have to stop the supply of water when the water level touches the crust of the broad crusted weir. Now take initial reading by adjusting the tip of the pointer to touch the free surface of water. Here we get initial reading as 16.4. So reading is taken as main scale reading plus CVD into least count. Now give discharge by using this valve. By rotating this valve we can change the discharge. So now the water flows in the flume. Now take final reading by adjusting the tip of the pointer to touch the free surface using this screw. Now note down the final reading. We got final reading as 18.02. Now for the same supply we have to take measuring tank reading. First we have to close this valve. Now the water gets filled into the measuring tank. For the noun height h usually will take 10 centimeter. For the 10 centimeter we have to note down what is the time for which water is collected. Now note down the time and tabulate in the tabular column. We got 45 seconds for the first trial. Now repeat the experiment by giving discharge by rotating this valve. For the different discharges, we have to conduct the experiment. Tabulate the reading in this tabular column and do the needful calculations as explained, and write what is the coefficient of discharge for broad crusted weir from the experiment.